Today is our first day in the new space, and it is dope. Kind of what we left Minnesota 2+ months ago to do, and it feels kind of amazing to finally have that stuff coming together.
So yesterday was my first day at the new job. At 10:03 I texted you and said, very solid morning so far, super chill and laid back, and a few humorous eye-roll moments that I shall relay in person this evening. I think I'm going to really enjoy working here. And then at 10:19 I got a call from my recruiter saying that my contract at the hospital had been terminated, and I would work out the remainder of the 2-week notice that they give me, and then I'm done, and I don't have a job. And I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I've never gone into a job feeling so positive and excited about it. It was hectic. So is life in the emergency room, and I legitimately loved everything about it. I really don't feel confused or angry. I just feel sad. If any part of it had been more something that was in my control, I'd feel way worse about it. But it's so far out of anything I could have controlled. Everything up to getting this job, having it legitimately be more perfect than I could imagine, and then just having it be gone. A couple hours into it starting. It is so beyond anything I could have controlled that it's less wondering if I should have done something different and just wait a second, what now?
This whole trip has felt like it's had such an intentional direction, and that this was the living here and working this job was the end goal. And to literally be on the first day of the job and have it be canceled. Money is not the be-all end-all, but it's been a really real part of this journey. To be in a similar place as we had expected to be by the time the baby arrives, we'll both have to just go into 9-to-5s. I don't think that's the right thing, but this opportunity made it really easy to walk in faith and to feel like God literally put it in front of us and laid it all out, and it worked out so perfectly. It's like I don't understand. I don't doubt any of the things that we heard. I don't doubt any of the things that we did or how it worked out. To have it just not work anymore feels like we must have done something wrong, If we'd worked really, really hard to make this happen, it would make more sense to me that it doesn't work.
He's finding animals. Are you finding animals? Oh, he loves animals.
That's so
hilarious. So which one do you want to do next?
Cute! Riley!
Quite funny. Duda? No, that's a whale.
I'm getting to the point in pregnancy where I can't bend over all the way. And it's messing with me.
Man, just you in the frame is so much prettier than both of us in the frame. Fucking A. No, yes,
yeah, in the frame.
I meant the composition.
I'm receiving a compliment you're not giving.
How do I make my hat not look stupid?
Bring it down a little.
Bring it down a little bit. I look rugged.
Yeah, you do. I've never seen you do that before.
What? Make faces. I do it to myself every morning in the mirror.
I'm just not with you there.
You got this. Let's go. What up, fam? This is us coming to you from Manzanita, Oregon. We are currently on a beach by the Pacific Ocean. It is a chilly, rainy day, and it is darn beautiful. If you had to describe this week in a word.
Oh, fuck.
Is that the word?
That's the word.
Last weekend, we arrived to our adorable little Airbnb. We had planned to stay for a couple months while we were here on this travel nursing assignment. Really excited about the space. We were really excited about the town. I was excited about the job. Taking an emotional exhale, like when you finally reach a destination and kind of let your guard down. It felt like the Lord had led us each step of the way to get here, and it kind of felt like finally reaching at least the destination for this next little phase. On Monday then, started the first shift at the hospital I'll be working. 2 hours into that shift, I got a call from my recruiter, and long story short, my contract had been terminated. I was given my 2 weeks notice.
So we're sitting there within 4 hours of all the things falling into place, feeling like we're stuck with a contract at an Airbnb, all the different expenses over the last few months, having a baby. I felt like the floor came out from underneath us. We're back in a free fall.
Yeah, it was a complicated feeling because we didn't lose anything that we actually had. It felt like all the things that we had imagined or expected or felt like were finally kind of getting to be set in stone had been taken away, and we just lost all of them.
Yeah.
None of the things that I was excited about where we were living or where I was working or why all of it was going to work out so well was like because I'd had such a great idea. It felt like it had all been a result of like following in faith. Seems like it should make it easier to have them all taken away, and it did not. Definitely a little bit of hold up, I'm not ready to be dependent again. We just finished up that lesson. I'm not ready for that one again. Turns out we were not done.
Turns out the Lord is not interested in just like having you pass courses and then do it by yourself. He's into relationship, doing things together.
One thing that I feel like was really interesting in that next phase, say the next day or so after we got that news, how easy it was to fall back into what felt like a poverty mindset. We hadn't actually lost anything that we had. We're not further behind than we were when we got married or anything like that. But there was like an immediate response of not feeling able to be generous with our money, not feeling able to follow the spirit on what we should or shouldn't be spending money on, not feeling able to take fear out of the equation. Things that I feel like we have like worked hard and successfully in some ways.
Right.
Moved past, things that I feel like I haven't experienced in a while. All this time, I didn't feel like permission to communicate with our landlord that I just lost my job and we weren't going to be able to stay for the whole amount of time that we talked about, or really open up the topic with other people. Went to work the next day. I sat down with management. We had a really positive discussion, found a solution. As an end result, I will be continuing at the hospital. I will be finishing out my contract, working night shifts after those 2 weeks rather than no shifts after those 2 weeks. I really am very excited about that. I felt like I had the grace and the permission to actually go into the night shift kind of as a challenge in intentionality rather than picking up something that wasn't mine to pick up, which it felt like working night shifts at other hospitals would have been.
But I feel like it's actually like opened the door for us to be more intentional about our time here.
That original 2 months that we were going to stay in the Dalles in that apartment felt like forever. And then all of a sudden it was reduced to 2 weeks, and now it feels like an opportunity to be aggressively intentional.
What are we investing in today? We've been placed here. We've been placed here for a time, and everything that we've learned in the last 7 months is that if you get placed somewhere for a time, it's for a purpose.
And so we're here. I think that's probably all we have to talk about.
Yep.
We had a couple days off, and it's been good. Anna is crushing the editing game.
Thanks.
And the filming game. More top-notch stuff coming from Anna Strange-Jacobitz here shortly. We are going to go find some food at some beach town restaurant, and then we're going to go home. Life is good. I'm really thankful. I want to be this thankful even if I do end up losing my job, and that ends up being the real thing.
Yeah.
I don't want to just be thankful if I get the job back.
Yeah.
But another week of learning things. High five, buddy. I think we can call it a day, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to see what the beach around us looks like?
Isn't this beautiful? So beautiful.
I'm trying to think of like cuisines. I'm like, I don't want to go to specifically Italian place, or I don't know what's available.